My new breast pump finally came in the mail today after waiting for it for days because FedEx sucks. They told me it would be delivered on Saturday, then it wasn't, and then for days it just said pending delivery and they couldn't tell me a date. Finally they said Thursday, but then they changed it to Wednesday. Today is Wednesday and it finally arrived. So I got a new breast pump to try. This is kind of like my last effort at saving our breastfeeding journey. So we'll see if this works. I went with the Spectra, I think it's the S2, it doesn't say. But with London I had a Medela pump and I mean I guess it worked, but I mean I don't really know. I didn't really use the pump very long with London, and when it came to using it with Ashlyn, it just was a bit of a hassle, and I always heard good stuff about this pump, so hopefully it works a little better, I guess. So I'm gonna open this up. So I want to see if this will work before I end up having to give up on breastfeeding, because my supply right now just apparently isn't doing it for Ashlyn. She's in this phase right now where like sometimes she seems fine, other times she just doesn't want to stay latched on and she just pops off over and over again, which kind of signals that she's not getting anything, which would signify that I might not be making enough when I thought I was. But then things just took a turn for the worse again after I quit dairy. I don't know if it's related in any way to me quitting dairy or what, because I've always done the same things. I've always nursed on demand and I thought it was fine, and I thought my supply was fine after we got her tongue tie revised, and then all of a sudden not fine. So currently we are still working on breastfeeding, and then I just give her bottles, little 2-ounce bottles of formula whenever she just refuses to calm down and go to sleep. So pretty much every night she gets 1 bottle, sometimes 2 even, which like I said, they're little 2-ounce bottles, so she gets 2, maybe 4 ounces at night of formula before she finally will calm down and go to sleep. Otherwise she will scream and scream and scream, and she fights going to sleep so bad. And I don't know if it's the 4-month sleep regression. She's in her swing kicking and smiling at me. I don't know if it's her 4-month sleep regression. I don't know if she's just being stubborn or if she's not satisfied after nursing or what. So I usually would give her a little bottle, helps her calm down and be able to fall asleep. Because I mean, like I said, I don't know what it is. It could be like an upset tummy or any of the other things. But usually I give her a bottle and it helps her to calm down enough to go to sleep. Sometimes she even has to have a little 2-ounce bottle during the day too. So she has anywhere from 1 to 3 bottles of formula a day, but they're little 2-ounce bottles, not like a full bottle. So we're still majority breastfeeding. But there's this vicious cycle that moms will tell you about, or some moms may know, where you know you're breastfeeding, seems fine, and then you start to think that your supply isn't enough, so you start to supplement with formula, and then it just kind of goes around and around until eventually you're having to supplement more and more and more, and then just next thing you know, you're not breastfeeding anymore, or you're not producing anymore. So I want to try this one last thing to save my supply or whatever it is, and see if this helps Ashlyn at all. I've been dairy free for, let's see, I'm coming up on a month dairy free in 2 days. We'll be in a month dairy free. At her appointment a week or 2 ago, she still seemed to have had some blood in her stool, but they didn't really get a good sample, but she thinks that there was still some in there, which doesn't really mean anything yet because it hasn't been that long since I quit dairy, and it can take a while to get out of her system and out of her stools. So it doesn't really mean anything yet, but the doctor wants to do another sample at her next appointment on the 29th. just to check it again, because by then it should kind of be getting better if that was the problem. But the doctor did mention that she might also ask me to cut out soy, which would limit my diet even further. I'm already pretty limited being dairy free as a picky eater. So cutting out soy is just really gonna take it to the next level on limiting what I'm allowed to eat, because soy is in like everything. So I hope that it doesn't come down to that, because I would just really suck for me, and I'm already struggling enough, and I feel like I'm just making so many sacrifices, which as a parent, like, of course you have to, and like, I mean, it's my job to do what's best for her and make sure she's taken care of and fed and healthy and all of that stuff, which I'm trying my best, I really am. But at the end of the day, I have to decide whether all of this hassle for breastfeeding is worth it or not. So yeah, I gotta figure out my decision on this. You wanna watch Mickey Mouse?
Puppy?
The other thing is her doctor prescribed her Pepcid, which is an acid reflux medicine. She's currently prescribed to take 0.3 milliliters twice a day. So it's pretty low dose. Usually with this medicine, you kind of have to play around with the dose before you can find what works for you. She's been taking it for about 2 or 3 days now. I can't really say that I've noticed a difference. I'm putting it on. I can't really say that I've noticed a difference yet from the medicine. I didn't really ever think that she did have acid reflux, but then I read that acid reflux can be caused by a dairy intolerance. So she might. She doesn't like spit up like you would think that someone with acid reflux would. She spits up occasionally, but not anything like extreme. So I kind of never really thought that she seriously had acid reflux, but I figured we should go ahead and try it out and see if it helps any. So between getting a tongue tie revised, that fixed her latch, and I thought it fixed our main problem with the supply at first. I stopped, I went dairy free to help with her stomach issues and gain weight again, because between the tongue tie and the dairy intolerance, she wasn't able to gain weight right. She's gaining weight a little bit better now, but part of that is because we also have been adding formula when she needs it, so she's not like just strictly breastfeeding and still gaining weight. So there's still so much that's left to the unknown. Then now she's started on Pepcid to help with acid reflux, hopefully. Please stop before you break it. I will turn it off in a little bit. And now I got a new pump to try out to, I guess, do power pumping in a way to try and help boost my supply. I'm still gonna nurse her on demand, but then probably add in pumping sessions on top of that, just because I can't always make her continue to latch, because if she's over it, she's over it, and she just pops on and off. So when stuff like that happens and she no longer wants to nurse, then I can just pull the pump out to try and like encourage my body to produce more milk to hopefully save the breastfeeding relationship. This is my last, this is like the last thing I can try, pretty much. So let's open this up and see what we got. See, this one's a lot fancier. It has this little cup holder thing. It's got a handle. It has all these buttons on here. Let's see, it has power button. There's cycle, vacuum. It has a night light. And then it also has, I believe that's like the let down button. Don't tell me to move. This is mine. You don't need this. So, probably after Ashlyn's next feed, I'm gonna try this out, and I'll let you guys know what I think about it, I guess. I hate having to pump because I already feel like I don't have enough time for anything. So it's like I have to sit down and nurse her, and get her calm, and then I have to sit and pump after that, and it just takes up so much of your time and you're just stuck on the couch. I really wish I could have one of the ones that like you just attach and you can do whatever, like that doesn't have to be connected to a power source like the portable ones, but they are very expensive. So yeah, it would be nice to have those cool ones that you can still be up and mobile with, but we were supposed to be starting a new schedule today, but I slept in instead for whatever reason. I'm so bad about making myself get up with my alarms. If I don't absolutely have to, I'm like, nah, I'll just sleep in. I don't actually have to do anything. I'll just do it later. And it's like a vicious cycle with myself where I say I'm gonna start a schedule so I can be more organized and just like feel more productive, and I'm like, cool, I have this new schedule, I'm gonna do it. I write it down, I even laminated it and everything, and then when it comes down to it the next day, I'm like, do I really want to get up? Like I'll just do it whenever I want to do it. But then I feel really unorganized and like kind of unproductive, where I'm just like, okay, I gotta do this, 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 and this today, and I'll do it whenever I feel like it. Like part of me likes doing that, and I like sleeping in. Like as long as the kids sleep, why shouldn't I sleep? But then I start to feel mom guilt, like, oh, you need to have them on schedule, you should do more with this, or you should do more with that. So then I try and force myself into doing these schedules, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So I'm trying to get on this new schedule. Which Christopher is now working night shifts, so we're on opposite schedules, which is so fun. Note the sarcasm there. So he is currently in bed sleeping. He's gonna have to get up soon to get ready to go for work. What time is that? Oh, my phone's back there. It's about 3:45, so. And we're actually just now officially getting out of bed. I woke up at about 10:30 with the girls, and me and Ashlyn ran a little errand. I had to go do something, and London stayed in the bedroom with Christopher and had some breakfast with him. Because he came home, he had a tattoo appointment last night, so he came home around like 12:30. Yeah, it was about 12:30 in the morning. He came home, so he didn't go to work last night, and then he was really tired, so he just went to sleep. So he slept all night with us, and then also slept most of today to be ready for work. So we all slept until about 10:30, and then I had to wake him up to watch London so I could run that errand with Ashlyn. I needed to take her to like a dietitian or something. It was really quick. So me and Ashlyn did that, and then we came home, and when we came home it was nap time. So we just got back in bed and everyone went to sleep but me. I stayed awake. Christopher's still asleep, but we finally just got out of bed at a little after 3. So very unproductive day today. Oops. But I did manage to shower, at least. I'm trying to be a lot nicer to myself, and not overwhelm myself, because it's very bad for my mental health. So I do need to clean up. I should do a workout because I've missed a bunch of days of that because I just haven't had the motivation. So we'll see if I can get myself the motivation to do that. And I also have to film a video. So I have to do those 3 things and dinner. But besides that, hopefully tomorrow is a better day with this schedule and I can start it up and then keep it. Hopefully, we'll see. We'll see. She ate for about 8 minutes combined from both sides. So 8 minutes total. So that's not really that long, especially for both sides, but once I stopped that, it was because she was just popping on and off the whole time, like I was saying. Shh. Shh. Like I'll latch her on and then she'll eat for, you know, usually around 5, 10, 15 minutes at most. And then by the end of it, she just pops off and I'll put her back on to see if she'll keep going, and then she just pops straight back off, and she does that over and over again until I'm like, okay, you're done. And I put it away. So I did that. She only ate for about 8 minutes, so I mean, I don't really know what that means. And then I pumped for 15 minutes after that, and I got a little bit. It took a while for them to like get going, for me to get anything. Like I thought I wasn't gonna get anything at all, but I did get some, not much at all. That's probably maybe a half an ounce. I'm gonna pour it into one single container so I can keep it in the fridge. But yeah, I got something. It's my first time pumping in a while, in a good like month-ish probably. So I don't know if she's just not getting anything out herself and she gets mad, or if she's actually full, or what. Because sometimes she seems satisfied, sometimes she doesn't. I can't even remember what I'm trying to get out. Put that down, please. Yeah, that's not even anywhere near half an ounce. That's probably only a few milliliters. Yeah. This is, I combined both. And this is what I got. So probably only a few milliliters, which is like nothing. Formula keeps taking over more and more to the point that I'm barely even breastfeeding her. I'm honestly not going to put myself through being dairy-free just for her to still have to take formula majority of the time. So this is our last option to try and save this breastfeeding journey that has just been oh so complicated. She's very hard to read. Like, it's hard to know what it is that she wants. What's she doing? What's she doing? But I need to try and get her to take a nap because she's been awake for, let's see, almost 2.5 hours, and she's supposed to sleep, or her wake times are only supposed to be 1.5 to 2 hours max. So she's due for a nap if I can get her to go to sleep, because she likes to fight them really, really hard. And then I also have to film a different video for the channel. Are you gonna take the nap? Are you done take the nap? I did just take the nap. I did take the nap. I did take the nap. She definitely is starting to feel heavier, and I think it's so funny, like, you can literally feel that they've eaten before they've like digested their food. That's why weighted feeds are a thing, where you weigh before and after they eat to see how much they're getting. And I wish we had a scale so I could do that at home. That would be nice. Anyways, after she nurses and has a bottle, like you can tell that she's heavier. I think it's so funny that I pick her up after she's eaten all that and I'm like, whoa, you's heavy. You's heavy. You's heavy. See, we're working on learning to sit up soon so you can get on the road to having foods. You got about 2 months till you can have foods, but you gotta be able to sit up. You gotta be able to sit up. London sat up by like 5 months, I think. So we'll see when Ashlyn does it. Huh. Because every baby's different. See, every baby's different. And I'm very different.
Yeah.
Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me. Real quick, I'll insert a video that I got on my Snapchat last night of her actually kind of laughing more.
Achoo.
Are you gonna do it again? Get yourself. Whoa. Get it. Oh, get it. Oh, you get the camera. Are you gonna get them? Oh, you gonna get them. We're gonna get them. Oh, get them. Oh, get them. She's like trying to like lurch forward. We've set London off. Ordered some McDonald's for dinner, so let's see when London notices. Look, London. What's that?
Nuggets.
What?
Nuggets.
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 Are those nuggets? Yeah, so now that Christopher's on night shift, that means only London and I, well, that means that London and I are the only ones here for dinner, which has me in a difficult-ish spot because I don't like cooking full meals for just me and London because a lot would go to waste because we don't really do leftovers, and obviously me and London don't eat a lot by ourselves, so it's hard for me to cook full-on meals for just me and London, but there aren't like quick and easy things that I like that I can have because of the whole dairy-free thing. So yeah, I'm having to figure out like how I want to deal with dinners with me being by myself. I also wanted to make some more brownies tonight, so I might hurry up and get these in the oven real quick so we can go eat. Now I have barely any tea. Linda just tried to grab the McDonald's bag off the counter by herself and spilled my tea on it. Second pumping session got about the same outcome. My brownies are done, which yes, I cooked them in a muffin cupcake tin just because, I don't know, I find it easier to just grab them out of there and eat them. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end today's video. My battery's about to die again. So I'm gonna make Ashlyn's bedtime bottle really quickly, otherwise she will not go to sleep. So pretty much every night I just go ahead and make her a 2-ounce bottle just because she needs it like every night. So I stopped kind of trying to play the guessing games, otherwise she just screams and screams and screams. I'm gonna clean these pump parts and take them back to the bedroom for tonight. I'm gonna let this warm up while I get everyone ready for bed. Well, I mean, I already did London's stuff. She's in her pajamas and ready. Just gotta let the dogs in, take everything back to the room, get Ashlyn's pajamas, give everyone their medicine. So, this is gonna sit here and warm up. Yeah, I got probably about like 3/4 of an ounce out of 2 sessions, so I don't know. We're about to be going to bed though, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please leave a like and a comment below. Subscribe to the channel before you go if you have not already. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
All of my scars start to heal when I'm with you, and I can't explain how I feel when I'm with you. Just give a little bit of your heart, give a little bit of your